Good afternoon, everyone. This is the video update for Monday, January 28th. First stock we're going to talk about this evening is AWSM, which was really awesome for us over the last couple of days. You recall this was a trading alert down around the $2 level, $2.10, $2 area. And what we were looking for were traders to come back into this one. The way the chart was set up, it has a history of big moves, consolidation, and big moves. And over the last couple of days, especially on Friday, we saw a lot of people come into this stock late on Friday, and this was actually a watch list breakout play for today on that 274 break. We saw it happen shortly after the open, and it ended up giving a very, very nice 60-cent move, even if you chased it at 275 on that new alert. 50% from the original, another 25+% move on the scanner chaser move. So a really excellent chart breakout on this one. Now, what's going to happen on this one tomorrow? Looking at the chart, this is a stock, as you can see, it goes on big moves, consolidates, big move, consolidates. So we've kind of had a big move here. A couple of things could happen tomorrow. We're going to see them come into this stock again. Now, the high today was around 334-ish. I would possibly be a buyer in this one at 340. And the reason I say 340, it's slightly above today's high, and this was a level of resistance back in November. So that is why I'd be looking at that level. Sorry, things popping up here. Hang on. For a move back. Now, it also could see another one of those consolidation sell-offs, which is why I mentioned to book a chunk of gains. You can trail your stops to this 274 area. You've got a locked-in guaranteed gain, and you've got some shares left to see what happens in the near term. Now, a stock, a new play, well, we revisited it, is BPTH. Now, you recall last week, these guys did a reverse split, 1 for 20, and that's when we saw this big spike up to 507. Then they capped it because they were going to drop a financing that same day. It ended up being a really, really small financing, but the scumbags who ran it shorted a lot of shares, and they've been spending the last several days covering those shares from that sell-off. Now, this chart is set up perfect. We've got a nice consolidation pattern here. We finally broke above this triangular resistance late in the day, which is why we jumped into it. Now, tomorrow, in this market, this is a market where guys are going to go, I hate this stock here at $2. And then at 220, they're going, oh my God, this is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm all in. That's the kind of market we're in. You got to adapt and trade what the mindset is of traders right now. This chart looks great. If these guys come out and pump out any sort of positive press release in the next day or so, you're looking at a move up to the 200-day moving average at 360. I mean, a 50, 75% move is nothing to shake your stick at, especially after what we saw on AWSM. First target would, of course, be the 50-day moving average at 214. So we've got a nice potential move. And this first target is usually where everyone starts to chase. So that's why these targets are fantastic for when the chasers come into these stocks. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully we'll get a very, very nice press release on it. Another quick trade we had today was BOXL. This is another one of these low float stocks. Had a big run last week and slowly bled, as these stocks tend to do. Filled its gap. And then it was this 240 to 245 area that we got in with a target bounce move up to the 50-day on this 15-minute time frame. That was around 275. 30, 35 cents is nothing to shake a stick at, especially in a slow tape that we had today. No one liked it at 250. Later in the day, they loved it at 277. Now, what could happen on this stock tomorrow? It's consolidated that move. It could give it up and push back down where we could rebuy it at the 240 ever. But we could also see it go sideways tomorrow under the 280, between 260, 275 tomorrow for a couple of hours. If it did that and then tried to break that 280 area, we could be looking at a potential power move up to the 3s. So definitely keep an eye on this stock tomorrow. CCCL, again, another fan favorite. Now, you're going to see me mentioning a lot of the same stocks, especially the way the market is right now, and there's a reason for that. Traders are piling into the stuff that has proven that it can move. The momentum out there is crap, for lack of a better word. We're not seeing any sort of real peer or sector momentum, which means everything's random, or guys go back to the same stocks that have proven they can move over and over again. CCCL is one of those stocks. The last time it did a consolidation like it has done today, it had a big power move up to $2. So we've got a nice consolidation here. Probably $1.85 is where guys are going to go, I love this stock, and start chasing. So again, this is another setup into tomorrow. Last but not least, I got to talk about ReWalk. When you step back and look at it, over the last 3 weeks, this has been a phenomenal mover for us. It's up 50% plus from that sell-off where everyone ran out the door when they posted earnings, and we started adding at 20 cents. Earnings for pre-earning stocks really don't matter except for weekends, and since then, the stock is up 50%. Now, you can look down here. I talked about the trend change on ADX and how that was an important thing, and when we saw that trend change happen again around 21 cents, that has given a 50% move since it happened. Just going back and referring to the chart before. You can see we flipped into a nice ascending range here. All that's going to matter in this one, FDA is back to work today. We should get a press release on this one. Tomorrow morning would be fantastic, but this week we absolutely should get that FDA filing news. And you're going to have a lot of guys who know this news is coming. They won't buy it, but when this press release drops in pre-market, they're going to have no problem chasing it up 100%. It's just the nature of the market we're in right now. Nice sideways action. It's holding up very, very well. We got that FDA filing press release, and it's going to be all systems goes. But going into tomorrow, I really love the setup here on BPTH, and hopefully we get that nice press release on the FDA for ReWalk. So have an awesome evening, guys. See you all in the chat room tomorrow.